using create transaction task, create batch of spreadsheet task, custom program the transfer transaction data for the external system of interface tables, generate intercompany transaction for the allocated, and create, edit, and optionally some intercompany transaction for approval, transaction transfer to Oracle General Ledger of journal entries to the or the post to Oracle receivable when invoice are generated to Oracle payable to the record as per invoice. The intercompany transaction process follow invalid created the transaction first. This is can be behind door in the used interface. We sheet import of intercompany process the transaction that needed to the submitted to the manual or automatically once approved the transaction has been transferred to general ledger of the required invoice. It has to transfer first to receivable and then the payable. Intercompany transaction setup. The following setup are required. Define the intercompany setup option. Define intercompany transaction type. Define intercompany priority setups. Create intercompany organization. Define the invoicing option. Define the transaction account rules. Define the intercompany balancing rules. Manage intercompany organization. Create intercompany organization and assign it legal entities to the one-to-one FI being the intercompany organization and the legal entity or manipulate intercompany organization mapped to a single ledger entity. Act to enter the approval and receivable account eraser and intercompany transaction. Entity and intercompany transaction only for those organization that you can access of or of receivable view and view and payable view if you engages of transaction required invoice based on intercompany organization that have no open transaction. Optionally, even the salary receivable and payable business and the organization if you required invoice generated. If the organization will be provided the raised intercompany invoice, the needed associated to the receivable view if the organization will be received on the needed record payable invoice if you need to the essential to the payable view. When you create the organization, the follow attributed to the consultant, legal entity, receivable business unit, payable business unit, different organization contact. Map intercompany organization. 69. Intercompany organization. One intercompany organization to the one the legal entity. US ledger and US ledger entity. US two ledger entity. US one organization, intercompany organization. The graphic properties is the example mapping of each of legal entity of intercompany organization. If the legal entity scenario of one-to-one mapping existing between legal entities of intercompany organization. Manage intercompany customer and support assessment. Use thorough which is used in the intercompany. New ledger entities are the support issue when legal entities if the provided accessory of legal entities with the support and one customer account assured each of legal entity of customer account support or both customer accounting sign of inquiry customer account to the legal entity of the organization. The customer account using the include customer account to the legal entity of the organization. The receive the invoice the approval approve intercompany transaction. The customer account view must have an active bill to cite the mark of primary cities and most to be manual customer create and maintain customer or organization receivable. Supplier unit and supplier the legal entity of organization the entities intercompany transaction create and maintain support and Oracle procurement. The approach may have the actual primary pay site. Additional considerations. A customer or supplier can be assets with only one ledger entity. The customer account and the supplier assigned to the legal entity can be modified and any time. Many times. Most complete than the receivable salary if you recur invoice of intercompany transaction. Choose a receivable business unit of intercompany transaction type. Assign the receivable transaction type of receivable manual line the receivable applicate used to the generate on invoice. The default receivable transaction type of receivable menu menu line of provided. Provided of default receivable transaction type of intercompany the default receivable memo line of global intercompany. This is definitely the usage when no others sign and fix it. However, you can set up the individual individual segment for the each level business on the intercompany transaction type of override the default value. First select the business unit, the intercompany transaction type of receivable transaction type of receivable memo line, but receivable transaction type of receivable memo lines of setup enable object and you associate and association refers and set up the view for two object when the transaction processor identify and create setup and use it based on the refresh setup associated. Internship associated. Having a setup and a matrix financial intercompany managers entity receivable and managing. Assess receivable transaction type of receivable memo lines of each combination of business unit and intercompany transaction type. Intercompany transaction approvals. The following setup and recurred. The following setup and recurred. The following setup and recurred. Fund transaction. FinFund transaction approval. Transaction approval follow. Set up the money group and roles and required. FinFund informed to enter descent recruit for action. Follow when provided is submitted when out enter company any receivable distribution and transaction does not require manual approval. Create approval group of each receivable organization containing of user that have access the organization. Roles of integrate the approval manager management extensions example and user the enter company. You must set up the fine film transaction approval task of the transaction required to manual approval. Additionally, when needed, set up the financial defendant with the distinct required of the task of handling the situation where the transaction that does not require manual approval and automatic approval is the submitted without the receivable distribution. The intercompany transaction can be automatically approved unit of received distribution and enter therefore of SOA task. Generator notification with the receiver distribution to the entered. Flexible organization for the user to access the A. Brown and A. C. Jonas and Smith. D. Smith. If the approval group of should be contained and B. A. B. Brown, C. P. Jonas and C. P. Smith. And so all the user receivable notification, the receivable distribution needing the entered one of the receivable distribution entered the invalid screen, the transaction automatically set up the approval. So in the
சரி
example redundancy.
கம்பெனி வரைக்கும் இல்லையா?
Sir?
இன்டர் கம்பெனி வரைக்கும் முடிச்சுட்டு நீ அப்படியே கன்டினியூ பண்ணு, நாளைக்கு நம்ம ஆரம்பிக்கலாம். சரியா?
ஓகே சார்.
புரியுது இல்லையா உனக்கு? இப்போ இன்டர் கம்பெனி ஓரளவு புரியுது இல்ல?
இன்டர் கம்பெனி ஒரு கம்பெனி எந்த மாதிரி இது ப்ராசஸ் ரன் ஆகுது, பிஓஎல் அந்த மாதிரில எப்படி ரன் ஆகுது, அந்த மாதிரி ப்ராசஸ்ல எப்படி பண்றாங்க அந்த மாதிரி சார் அது.
இன்டர் கம்பெனினா தான் ஒரே கம்பெனிக்குள்ள 2 கம்பெனி, ஒரே ஓனர், வேற வேற இடத்துல வேற வேற பிசினஸ் அவங்க மாத்திக்கிறாங்க பொருளை. அதெல்லாம் எப்படி டீல் பண்ணுவாங்க ஆரக்கிள்ல இதான். சரியா?
ஓகே சார்.
நீ ரீடிங் ஃபுல்லா ஒன்று கொடுக்கணும், அப்பதான் ஓரளவு புரியும். அப்ப டக் டக் டக்குன்னு போயிடலாம். ஏன்னா சிஸ்டம்ல நீ போடுறது ஒரு 1/4 மணி நேரத்துல முடிச்சிருவேன். இதெல்லாம் டப்ப டப்பன்னு போட்டு சேவ் பண்ணா என்ட்ரி ஜென்ரேட் ஆயிடும். சரியா? நல்லா கோ த்ரூ பண்ணு, கட 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 கடன்னு. நான் உனக்கு நாளைக்கு அப்டேட் பண்றேன். ஓகே
ஓகே ஓகே சார்.
ஓகே, தேங்க்ஸ், பை.
பாய் சார்.